What's up guys, 6x Player here. Today I'm doing a deck profile for my Mardu Zoo deck. Now it's a zoo deck because it has a lot of control elements in it, and it has a lot of burst elements with Kolaghan and Sarkhan. So let's get started. For my 1-drops, I run Monshi Swift Spear. Now she's obviously really good because she has haste and prowess, and just for 1 mana. So she's pretty flexible. When you block a 2/1, you can just trigger the prowess with Lightning Strike and get some good trades. Also, the same reason I run 3 Seeker of the Way. Seeker of the Way is one of the best uncommons in the set. 1 generic, 1 white. If you didn't know, it's a 2/2 with prowess, and when prowess triggers, whenever you play an on-creature spell, he gets lifelink. So it's also really good in when your opponent is trying to rush you down using those burn spells. So yeah, 3 Seeker of the Ways, 3 Lightning Strikes. Obviously it's an instant speed, 3 damage. Mostly you want to control the board. There's also a good removal, a really cheap removal. 3 Chain of the Rocks, enchant a mountain, exile a creature. So the deck is very cheap removal and a lot of cheap minions that can give you a lot of value in trades and for board control. Now there are 3 Rabble Masters in here. Rabble Master is a really flexible card in this deck, especially because those goblin tokens can be used for Butcher of the Horde, and it's just a good target for your opponent to kill. Rabble Master always baits out big removal from your opponent, and so that's why he's really good. But in this deck, he's also good with Alicia, who smiles at that. Alicia can bring back Rabble Master from the graveyard, where he will probably go all the time. If you didn't know, Alicia, who smiles at that, is 2 generic, 1 red, a 3/2, first strike, legendary creature, human warrior. When she attacks, you may pay a hybrid black or white mana, 2, and you may return a creature with power 2 or less from the graveyard, tapped and attacking. So you can bring back Rabble Master from the graveyard. You would not get the token, but at least he comes back, and then next turn you can summon another token. You can also bring back Seeker of the Way and Monster Swift Spears. And she has first strike, that makes her also really good. Also, you have your 3 Here's Downfall to control Planeswalkers and any creature you like. There's also 3 Banishing Lights in the deck. Like I said, just cheap removal. Remove something that's really annoying besides creatures, because you already have so many creature removal. I run 2 Crackling Doom, amazing card. Mardu colors for 3. Crackling Doom makes your opponent sacrifice a creature with the highest power they have, and they take 2 damage. So it's a pretty sweet card for instant speed. You can get rid of hexproof stuff your opponent has. I have 3 Butcher of the Hordes, 1 generic and 1 red, 1 white, 1 black, flying, 5/4. You may sacrifice a creature to give it either haste, lifelink, or vigilance. So pretty flexible with the Rabble Master tokens. If they're trying to kill your tokens with Bioblight or something like that, use your Butcher of the Horde to get rid of those tokens to get extra effects. 2 Stoke the Flames, really flexible. Just if you want to burn your opponent out, you can use Stoke the Flame to deal 4 damage to creature or player. Convoke helps a lot with the creatures you have. Now the cards that there's also Sarkhan, the Dragon Speaker. You can -3 to deal 4 damage to a creature, or +1 to make it a 4/4 indestructible dragon with flying and haste. So this is pretty good because the main card of the deck is 3 Kolaghan, the Storm's Fury. Now Kolaghan is a pretty sweet card. He's 3 generic, 1 black, 1 red. He's flying, legendary creature, and dragon. Whenever a dragon attacks, creatures you control get +1 until the end of the turn. So it's pretty sweet because it has dash. So when you play it, it has haste, but at the end of the turn, it goes back to your hand. That is also really good because if you play Sarkhan first, and then next turn you dash with Storm Kolaghan, make Sarkhan into a 4/4 dragon, and when you will attack with 2 dragons, that is 12 damage in the air. And that is a really sweet burst in the air. It's a pretty sweet combo. Because you have 2 dragons attacking, they each give each other power, so that's 12 damage in the air. So Kolaghan, I usually use this card for the dash mechanic, because a lot of control players run a Crux of Fate or End Hostilities, so the dash effect actually helped me keep this card safe, and it goes back to my hand. And I can keep on dashing for 5, so it's 5 damage in the air. It's pretty sweet. Kolaghan's pretty sweet. That's pretty much the deck, guys. The lands are pretty simple. 4 Temple of Triumph, red-white Skylands, 4 Bloodstained Mires, fetch lands for red-black, the Mardu colored top lands, tri-lands, 2 plains, 4 mountain, 1 more mountain, 2 swamps, 1 Urborg, and 2 caves. Side deck, 2 End Hostilities. Side those in against board heavy decks like Ramp. 3 other ends. Just if I need more instant speed removal. Other ends pretty sweet. 2 Deflecting Palm. Like, this is definitely against burn, especially against Creator's Claw, because a lot of burn decks run Creator's Claw now. So it's their finishing card, so it's really sweet to deflect it back at them. 1 Whip of Erebos. If I run End Hostilities and other removal spells, I like to put Whip back in the deck. It helps me resurrect my Butcher, my Kolaghan, and keep on doing 5 damage. So, and it has lifelink. Creatures that have lifelink. 1 Drown in Sorrow. Like I said, I need to get rid of the small removal. If I face against a small warrior deck or a token heavy deck, Drown in Sorrow is pretty sweet. 3 Erase. Instant speed, 1 mana, exile, enchantment. Any enchantment deck like Whip. It's pretty sweet against that. And 3 Anger of the Gods. Now I run Anger of the Gods because there's a lot of rush decks right now in the meta. And I can always take out my stuff and play it to my advantage. And yeah, this deck is pretty sweet. It worked out pretty well. It's working pretty well for me in FNM. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And leave a like if you can't wait for Dragons of Tarkir. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time.